Hello everyone, so today we're going to talk about an endurance competition I've done. It was organized by Wanderlust Ranch in March. I have taken part of it with Speck, my stallion Akhal Teke that is trained and specialized in endurance race. This video is going to be separated in multiple parts because this competition took place on multiple days. It was a very big race. We started on Mc Farlanes Ranch, then we had a checkpoint at Strawberry, Valentine, Van Horn, Saint Denis, and the finish point at Brathwaite Manor. So yeah, I thought it would be cool if I edited all the videos I've took from this competition and maybe comment over it, tell you how it goes and told you what happened and the decision we took. Also, how was the event planned and how it took place. Maybe it will motivate you to participate to the next competition they do or the next endurance race you see. So yeah, so like that you'll have maybe a better idea on how this event goes. I was personally very excited as it was the first endurance race we've done with Speck in during this season, so in this year's season. So yeah, I was really excited to get back on it with him. That's something I really enjoy, and I really like Speck. So yeah, I'm really happy to do that with him. So the race was starting around 7 a.m. We could be there before, so I think here it was around 5 a.m. I was warming up Speck, making sure that he was good to go for the race and making sure he was ready to work. So yeah, that was really nice. So I just warmed up around the ranch. Speck was really good, quite fresh. I think he was picking up on my nervousity and excitement. I was really excited to do this as it was quite a big race and I really wanted to make it the whole way, but also stressed to not being able to finish it because it was quite a big distance to do. But yeah, I was super excited. Here I was approaching the ranch. There was already some competitors around, but I was not really worried with the Speck. Even if he's a stallion, he's quite well mannered. He's used to be around other horses. I just have to be a bit careful. So here you can see some of the participants that are here. Some of them were picking up the tents that were given by the ranch that was organizing it, so Wanderlust Ranch. And we were invited to go in the arena and prepare and just get together with our teammates. My teammate at that moment wasn't there and I wanted to keep Speck ready and warmed up for the event, so I launched him in the arena, making sure that he was staying still in movements. This is an exercise that I also like to do because I don't have to ride him, so he doesn't have to carry my weight, and it kind of connect him with me, making sure that he's attentive to me. We're keeping our body language in check. So yeah, that's something that I really like to do with my horse before an event. So yeah, I saw a few people that I knew during this competition. There in the background I saw Abby and Jericho. I was really happy to see them. We didn't see them much because we were quite separated at the start of the race. They started a bit after us, but yeah, it was nice to see them, and they were in another team, and they seemed to be very excited as well. So yeah, that was really cool to get to see her and Jericho. It was also a great opportunity for me to check that Speck was good with the other horses around, that it was going to spook or anything funny. But no, it was his good boy self and very nice with him, just looking around, be sure that it was okay. So I just kept him walking and sometimes trotting to be sure that it was still warmed up while we were waiting to start. But yeah, it was good, it was fresh, so that was really nice. Our teammate joined us after she finished warming up as well. Her name was Tina and her mare was Kiri. It was the first competition for Kiri, so we decided that Speck would lead the way as he's more experienced. She told me that she could be a bit frisky sometimes, but she was quite comfortable with doing that race, so I believe that her mare should be fine for the trip. Tina has planned to have a horse switch at Valentine, because since it was the first race for Kiri, she didn't want to push it, and I thought that was a great idea to be sure to not exhaust too much your horse on their first competition. So yeah, so we went at the starting point, waited for a time, and then it was our time to go. And I was super excited about this. And there were a lot of teams around. We had our map, and we also had panels that were indicating the road to help us not being lost at every turn. So yeah, I was really excited to do this, and we were on our way. This was the first kind of little challenge of the race, I would say, quite early on. We had to cross this little bridge, so we went on the ground, led the horses through it, as we weren't sure how solid and well built that bridge was. So yeah, we went on the ground, made sure the horses were comfortable. I let another team pass in front of us because Speck was a bit nervous with them following us. So I just let them pass, and then we were back on the road. On the first day, you always see so many teams on the road. You always pass each other. But the more you're going, the less you see teams around, because you all kind of have found your rhythm, and it's so much different if you're a team of 2 or a team of 4, or if you're alone. So yeah, that's the first day. You're going to see a lot of teams, and I'm pretty sure that the last video that would be about the last day of the race, you're not going to see any team. Here we had a little problem with Gina's horse. She didn't like that bridge. She didn't like that bridge at all, and she hated that bridge so much that she decided to hate every bridge that we're gonna find on the way. So yeah, so that kind of that first interactions with the bridge kind of set her for the whole ride, but it was okay. We weren't there to win. We were just there to do the first race of the season and have fun. So yeah, there were no pressure. We just had to go for our own expectation, which was for me finishing the course with Speck, and for her to get to see how her mare does in competitions. So yeah, that was pretty much it for us. The first part of the race was also really nice, as it was super flat, so that was perfect for us to gain some time and synchronize our rhythms since our horses didn't know each other. So that's kind of perfect to do some trot and canter transition to see how we go on the road together. And we did pretty nice. They were quite at the same speed together, so that was perfect. At some points, we met another team. They were a big team. I think they were 5. It was a yellow team. They had awesome team outfit. I was such a fan. So yeah, that was really cool. We can also really appreciate the fact that we have passed from like the start was a deserted area to a very like forest and green area in like less than an hour. I thought that it was super cool to experience on a horseback. You really have the impression that you change country. So that was really cool. So yeah, that we just passed the yellow teams here. They were super nice, letting us pass, because we're all trying to figure out our rhythm, and we're all trying to figure out where our place is during this race. So yeah, I really appreciated that, because I'm pretty sure at that point I was pretty sure we were going to pass each other quite a lot. Here we saw another bridge. I didn't think more half a second to say, yeah, we're going on the ground here and lead the horses over the bridge, because this is a very unsafe bridge, like no ramps, looking a bit sketchy. So yeah, we was on the ground for this part. And yeah, after that we passed the bridge and went back on our horses and continue the trail to Strawberry. arriving around the dam, Kiri kind of lost it. We had a storm. It was a dam. You know, if a casual bridge wasn't going to be her friend and she wasn't going to like it, I let you imagine her reaction to a dam. So yeah, but Tina handled it quite nice, went underground, led her around on the bridge to be sure that she would pass safely. And that was kind of the strategy from now on. Be sure that every time we had a bridge, Tina was going underground and led her through the bridge to be sure that we weren't going to have any tantrum or panic from her horse. And I thought that was the best idea here. But yeah, after that, all was good. The rain was gone, and we went back on the trail to Strawberry. We finally arrived at our first checkpoint, which was Strawberry. It was around 7:30, 8 p.m., so it was also going to be our rest point for the night. Strawberry was packed with endurance race participants, so it was quite hard to find a spot, but I managed to find an isolated spot for Speck to be, so I was really happy with that. So I brushed him, untagged him, be sure that he was comfortable for the night. I gave him some food I had in my saddlebag, and I also got to take some hay from the stable, so I was quite happy about it. The competition has some restriction about the food to be sure that there was any stimulant, but I think we all kept in check here. Speck was super fine, didn't look tired at all. I was super happy about my day, get to know my teammate. We did amazing for our first day together, and yeah, I think it was, you know, just announcing a great race, and I was super happy and excited about our race. So yeah, the second day video is already out, so if you want to know what happened next, just click on the next video. Bye!